Yo, what up everybody? Master Stumpy here, and we're live with the NFL2K5 Sim League. We're here simming week 2 of the season. Here we go. Let's get it started. Hopefully this one doesn't cut out. We're gonna start with the Rams-Falcons. The Rams beat the Falcons 34-27. Ravens versus Steelers. Steelers win 10-6. Houston versus Detroit. That's going to be a game of the week in my probably. We're going to simulate that one. And the Texans win 27-17. Congratulations, RTG. Sorry, ROC. Better luck next round. Bears, Packers, and the Packers win 21-14. We're going to watch our game cast, I guess, the second to last game, and that will be the Bengals versus Dolphins. The Broncos get the win over Jacksonville 41-14. We're going to simulate this game. The Buccaneers get the 37-26 lead win. Not lead. In the other games between those, Kansas City beats Carolina. New Orleans beats San Fran. New York beats Washington. The Patriots beat the Cardinals. Gamecast live. And here we go. Let's check options. It'll be a fast sim. All right. First, Bengals held to a punt. Injury on the play. Injuries for this game look like this. Adrian Ross out for the Bengals, but Miami has lost Madison Bowens, Ricky Williams, Travis Minor, David Boston, Snoop Minnis. They have a lot of injuries. If you want to see the score of the Lions versus Texans versus Lions game, you rewind it a little bit back. It was it was already simmed. All right, this one. Bengals looking to drive. 3rd and 5, 4th and 4. They held the Bengals to a missed field goal. Alrighty. Dolphins are driving. With David Boston injured, it's all hands on deck for Larry Fitzgerald as the Dolphins head out to a 3-0 lead. Alrighty. Bengals punt. 4th and 1. Dolphins will end up punting, I would assume. Yep. Unless a penalty had occurred. Touchdown, Bengals. 7-3, Cincinnati. All right. 3rd and 6, 4th and 1. Missed field goal by Miami. Keeps it a 7-3 game. Yes, sir. Field goal is good by Cincinnati. 10-3. Missed field goal by Miami. That is 3 missed field goals in the first half by the Dolphins. I don't think that one counts. Looks like the Dolphins received the ball first in the second half. And they punt on the first drive. We will go through stats after the game. Or not after this game, but like stats of the week. All right, 10-point game for Cincinnati. Dolphins have really got to put a score up here. Nope, they're just going to punt. Flip. They said flip the script. Hey, Junior Seau picks off Cincinnati. And then they punt. Bet. I wonder if David Carr had a Wendy's 4-for-4 again. Look. Oh, that's great. Oh, shit. Honestly, the Bengals are probably the better team in this situation, despite injuries for Miami, on top of the Bengals just having a lot of talent. I think they had Chad Johnson at this time, so. Oh, and yeah, just pretty much a good roster all around. All right, punts and missed field goals. Interception! Poole picked off Kitna. Touchdown, Dolphins! Interception by Miami, setting up the Dolphins for a score that brings them back within 3. There's still a chance in this as the Bengals punt here. Nope. This could be the last minutes of the drive. And that is game. The Bengals will win 13-10 over the Bengals. I mean the Dolphins, sorry. And the last but not least, we have Wesley Garber and the Minnesota Vikings versus James Madalena and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles get the win over the Minnesota Vikings. 1-1 to 0-2, 27-21. Congratulations to James Madalena, and apologies to Minnesota. Hopefully the next round goes a lot better for them. And that's the end of the week. We will watch the Sports Center show for the week. Here we go.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Eagles walk away with a 6-point victory.
Ooh, what a game for Nate Burleson.
We had a big injury in this one.
And Culpepper.
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the Afc Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week.
Don't do that.
Tim Bowens is probably the one that most leaps out at you. Doctors at the hospital
Houston's Quincy Morgan and Ron Dugan's out for the...
and needless to say, he'll be out for the rest of the season.
Oh, rip.
We've got the NFC list. And as you can see...
Brian Westbrook out for the season.
Brian Westbrook sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you. Junior Seau played well despite the loss and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league.
Yeah, no one is safe in this league. If you, when there's injuries afoot, there's no saving them. What are you doing? It's probably for my neighbor. I do. All right. Oh, here's a highlight.
Aaron Glenn is sometimes in no man's land.
Oh!
You gotta be tough. Reads it perfectly. Picture perfect down the sideline.
God damn.
The 20. The 10 for 5. Touchdown. 55-yard pick. The Texans win this one by the final score of 27-17.
Sorry, Elsie. You had to see that.
Over at Arrowhead Stadium, we had the Chiefs walk away with a 6-point victory. The Broncos are up to 400-plus offensive yards in their victory at Ball-Tell Stadium. The Buccaneers won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Raiders. Antonio Bryant had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. We had a big trade also.
There is a trade that had occurred. The Cardinals take Flozell Adams from the Cowboys for cornerback Dwayne Starks. Very interesting.
Flozell Adams leaves the Cowboys and will be on his way to the Cardinals. And it's clear this was an area of their football team that needed somebody. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster.
I think that's a good trade.
One of those guys you love to have on your team. He'll be an immediate factor for his new mates. Steelers, Ravens.
Ah, here it is.
The bus, Jerome Bettis, wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the point.
You cannot bring down Jerome Bettis. Good God.
He could go all the way. Touchdown.
That lone touchdown being the key factor in this entire game, as it was such a low-scoring affair. Jenkins, the rookie, balling out, 7 catches for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on that game.
Over in Oakland, we had the Raiders get nipped by 3 points. The Jets defense pummeled their way to 5 sacks in their win at Qualcomm Stadium.
Good game for the Jets.
And last but not least, we had the Patriots come away victorious.
Here's your players of the week. Iodeli, 3 sacks in a day. That's the only user player of the week.
That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Well, alrighty then. There's the week for you. We are now on the new week. All right, we're going to check injuries for all. Well, first of all, we'll go down the list. For ESPN, I guess. Standings after 2 weeks. In the AFC, the Texans lead the South 2-0. Jaguars 1-1, tied with the Colts and Titans. In the West, the Chiefs lead 2-0. Raiders and Chargers 0-2. Broncos 1-1. The Dolphins are last in the AFC East behind the Patriots, Bills, and Jets. The Jets and Patriots tied at first. In the North, the Steelers and Browns lead it as the Bengals go 1-1 and the Ravens go 0-2. Moving to the NFC side, the Packers lead the NFC North as the Lions are right behind them at 1-1. Vikings and Bears tie for 0-2. In the South, the Buccaneers lead 2-0. The Falcons and Saints tie second for 1-1, and the Panthers are last at 0-2. In the East, the Giants are on top, 2-0. Behind is the Cowboys and Eagles at 1-1, and the Redskins last at 0-2. In the West, the Rams are 2-0, and the Seahawks are 1-1. Cardinals and Niners tie for last with 0-2 records. Transactions that have been made in the meantime, besides that one trade. Tommy, that's a user trade. I think we've already seen this trade. This is a user trade. I'm looking for non-user trades at the moment. Besides, I guess that's the only one, which was the Dwayne Starks and Flozell Adams trade. Stats through 2 weeks. Quarterback rating leader is Brad Johnson, Peyton Manning, Steve McNair, Dante Culpepper, and Michael Vick. And then you'll know who the rest of them are. Completion percentage, actually, first, most completions go to Culpepper, 54, and Jeff Garcia. Most attempts go to Garcia and Hasselbeck. Best completion percentage goes to Dante Culpepper, Peyton Manning. Absolutely. Mark Bulger and Brett Favre. Most passing leader through 2 weeks goes to Steve McNair, Steve Air McNair, Matt Hasselbeck, Michael Vick, Peyton Manning, Dante Culpepper, and Tom Brady. Jeff Garcia, Brad Johnson, and Brett Favre. Most yards per attempt, Brad Johnson. And leaders in passing touchdowns goes to Brad Johnson, Michael Vick, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Byron Leftwich, and Matt Hasselbeck, and David Carr, all in second place. Most interceptions thrown in the season, David Carr, Tommy Maddox, Tom Brady, Tim Rattay, Joey Harrington, Phillip Rivers, John Kitna, Aaron Brooks, and Quincy Carter. I guess it doesn't matter what David Carr is doing at this point, considering you're undefeated at the moment, so keep doing what you're doing. Just kidding. Longest passing attempt goes to Tom Brady, or completion. The most sacked quarterback is, Jake Plummer of the Denver Broncos. I don't see Carr anywhere on that list. Phillip Rivers, second most sacked quarterback. Any user quarterbacks besides Byron Leftwich? Byron Leftwich being the most sacked. Matt Hasselbeck, which is surprising to me because of our offensive line that we got, or that they have. But yeah, those are the top sacked quarterbacks. Next on to the leading in rushing attempts, Rudy Johnson of the Cincinnati Bengals. Edgerrin James and Almond Green, second. Portis, and then Corey Dillon, Henry, Stephen Davis, Dominic Davis, and then Priest Holmes. Brandon, get back in here. Leading in rushing yards, Travis Henry, Curtis Martin, Edgerrin James, Marshall Falk, Rudy Johnson, Kevin Barlow, Clinton Portis, Jerome Bettis, and then Charlie Garner. Yards per rush, Charlie Garner and Kevin Hoosier. Actually, these don't matter. Well, actually, this one does. Not these two. Or Pittman, obviously. Yeah. At least 30 carries or more can qualify for rushing stats, because obviously you can have a better, average yards thing if you only have one carry for a big gain. Anyways, longest rush goes to Charlie Garner. Touchdown leaders, a lot tied at 2. Broken tackles goes to Edgerrin James. Dominic Davis is probably the first user running back up there. Oh, actually, no. Almond Green. Sorry. Forgot. Well, tied. Most fumbles goes to James, Green, Lewis, and Ship. 2 user running backs. Fumbles lost, Jamal Lewis. Receiving leaders. Receptions goes to Corey Bradford, Marshall Falk, Marvin Harrison, Michael Jenkins. The dude really is balling out this year. Bobby Ingram, Marcus Robinson, Santana Moss, Musin Muhammad, and Corin Robinson. Receiving yards leader, Deion Branch, Jabbar Gaffney, Musin Muhammad, Drew Bennett. Okay. Dude's like the Adam Humphries of the NFL2K5 world. Derek Mason, Ike Hilliard, Chad Johnson, Plaxico Burris, and Marvin Harrison. What? Touchdown receiving leaders, Jabbar Gaffney with 4, Michael Jenkins with 3, as well as Ike Hilliard and Deion Branch. A lot of players with 2. At that point, it doesn't matter. Most targets would be Bradford, Harrison, Jenkins and Darrell Jackson. You forgot about Adam Humphries? That's funny. Most drops, obviously a running back, considering he's not known to be a wide receiver, of course. But for actual wide receivers, that goes to Muhsin Muhammad. And Travis Henry. Well, not Henry. Any receivers? Yeah. Keyshawn Johnson, Lee Mays, Jericho Cotchery. Here's the defense now. Most tackles goes to Alshermond Singleton. Don't even know who the hell that guy is, if I'm being honest. Keith King, though, most tackles. Oh, they signed Jason Gilden. Sweet. Tony Parrish, Donnie Jones, and then Carlos Emmons. Assists, 16 assists for Harrison. All of his tackles are assisted tackles. Wow. That's great. Most sacks through 2 games, Dwayne Robertson, 4.5 sacks. Simeon Rice, Aiken Iodeli in this last game with just 3 sacks immediately puts him at 3rd. Huh. And Hugh Douglas. There we go. Sack yards, most Rice. Sack average, yeah, doesn't matter. Passes defended goes to Adam Archuleta at 5. Mike Peterson and Donnie Abraham with 4. And then a lot of different people with 3. Most interceptions, Aaron Glenn with 2. Ben Lieber with 2. Donnie Abraham with 2. Sammy Davis. And then Ken Lucas with 2. Defensive touchdowns, Willie McGinnis and Aaron Glenn. Tackles for loss, Junior Seau and Dwayne Robertson and Aaron Schobel. Forced fumbles, Rodney Harrison with 3 forced fumbles. Fumbles recovered, a lot with 1. We had 4 field goal blocks this season by Andre Davis, Tyler Brayton, Courtney Brown, and Dwayne Clemens. Aaron Glenn is definitely getting a contract extension. Well, that's good. Field goal kickers that are perfect on the year, Matt Stover, Neil Rackers, Joe Nedney, Martin Grammatica, Ryan Longwell, John Casey, Paul Edinger, Matt Bryant, Adam Vinatieri, and that's it. And yeah, then there's the rest of these quarterbacks as I go down the list. There we go. Punting. Most gross punting yards goes to Chris Hansen. Makes sense. Touchbacks. 6 with 1. Notice that pitch as Chris Brown wasn't perfect. Yep, I noticed. Longest punt goes to Chris Hansen and Darren Bennett. Punts inside 20 goes to David Zastadil. Got some good punters there. Blocked punts. Brad Maynard of the Chicago Bears. Any kick return for touchdowns. We had 3 kick return touchdowns by Derek Hamilton, Steven Jackson, and Travis Minor through 2 games. Punt return touchdowns goes to Allen Rawson and Champ Bailey. And those are the stats through 2 weeks. Apparently. For my rookie of the week, we'll go for... Well, I can't really say because it's going to be Michael Jenkins again. The dude balled out. Or Michael Clayton, sorry. Wait, no, Jenkins. He had 7 catches, over 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns this week. He's the only noticeable rookie guy that stuck out for me, I guess. The dude has balled. If he's not Rookie of the Year, well, obviously it's a little early, but I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year. Unless they give it to a quarterback. Injury report now. Actually, no, because that's going to take longer, we'll wait on that last, and I'll go power rankings first. After 2 weeks, the Jets are the number 1 team in the NFL. They jumped up from 9 to 1 after beating the Chargers. That seems a little too far. The Jets are not that good. The Buccaneers jump up to 2 from 3. And, okay then. The Packers moved down from 2 to 3 for even though they won versus the Bears. The Texans remain in the top 5 after winning. New York New York 2-0 at 6, Patriots at 7. They jumped up from 16 to 7, winning by 10 points. Yet the Texans don't move up, even though they had a more convincing win than Kansas City. Oh well, I'm just trying to figure out the logic here. Next user team is Atlanta. They went from 1 to 11 after losing to the Rams. Tennessee and Dallas, they're 12 and 13. Oh, well, hello, Wild Edits. because of the Jets Chris Brown. Oh my god. That's okay. I don't like saying it either, Wild Edits. Seattle is at 14. Oh, Ash. Oh, I see. That makes a lot more sense now. Detroit's at 15. They went down from 12 to 15 after their loss to Houston. Jacksonville's loss puts them up a spot. Oh, okay. I'd like a little explanation for that game, considering they got their asses handed to them in that game. What you doing with that blanket? I thought you were going to put it in that bag of yours. It's like, you're not taking that home. All right, Eagles, after their win, they jump up 1 spot. All right, San Diego goes down after a lot from that loss. The Vikings, they jump down 5 spots for that loss against the Eagles. Miami drops down 5 spots after their loss to the Bengals. Baltimore is down 2 spots from 27 after their 10-6 loss to the Steelers. And in last place, we have the Carolina Panthers after their loss to the Chiefs. David Carr having a 5-6 TD to enter. Yep. And now for the injury report. Any guy that is out for the season will obviously automatically get put on IR. That's just is what it is. For user teams, though, here, we're going to be looking at injuries. Bowens, Madison still out. Ricky Williams out 2 more weeks. Minor, David Boston is out 1 more week with his food poisoning. Snoop Minnis is out 6 weeks. Eating bad food, Brandon. People eat. All right, now we move on to the Eagles. Ndukwe Kalu, 3 weeks. Brian Dawkins out 3 weeks. This guy, Brian Westbrook, can make it back in time if the Eagles do make the playoffs. This one I'm not gonna. It's not an automatic IR because I want to be sure that James wants to have him back in time for the playoffs, or if he wants to not risk it and call it an F season or something like that. So I will hold off on that report. Moving to the Falcons, Jason Webster is out 1 week with a sore neck. Aaron Beasley 9 weeks with his broken forearm. Coleman and Hall both are out, 2 weeks and then 1 week. Des White's shoulder tendonitis, he'll be out 1 more week. Giants don't care about you. Rashawn Mathis is still out 8 weeks with his injury of a broken kneecap. Jets don't care. Lions. All right, here are the Lions injuries, OC. Earl Holmes is out with a pulled calf muscle for 8 weeks, as well as Zahia Hakim. He's out for 8 weeks with a foot stress fracture, and then Charles Rogers out for a week with a broken hand. Packers, on the other hand, is out Bubba Franks 2 weeks with broken ribs. He's questionable. Patriots, food poisoning for Ty Warren, still out for 1 more week. Ravens are missing Will Demps, out 5 weeks with a broken foot. DeVar Darling, a rookie receiver, is out 4 weeks with a broken shoulder. And Mike Flynn still out 2 weeks with a back spasms issue. Seahawks are missing Steve Hutchinson, Solomon Bates, and DJ Hackett for a total of 1 week. The Texans are missing Ron Dugans, 24 weeks. He is going to be placed on injury reserve. Oh. I need to be on that team to do it. Quincy Morgan, on the other hand, is out 5 weeks with his knee tendonitis. Vikings. Oh, damn. I now I see what OC said about Rip EJ Henderson's career. F. Holy F. That's the biggest F I've ever seen. Oh, damn. Well then, first we're going to put him on injury reserve. Because obviously, why not? I need to take. And in the meantime, does anybody want to make any roster moves while I'm here on the screen? Do you want to do anything about receiver RTG, considering I had to put Dugans on IR for the year? Or do you want to rock with the receivers you have left?
contract's up, and now you're selling your home. Disconnected from two-way, your wireless phone. Your friends are all gone and came after a loan. You told to leave that rap game alone. Thought once hot, you would never be forgot. But hey, this type of thing, yo, it happens every day. You can scream while out and even raise your fist. Yo, you can get a smack for this. Hey, yo.
I informed Wesley that his linebacker is injured, and he's out for his entire career. So
Now here's the future for you whack MCs. Watching VH1 music behind the scenes. You live for surf, tricking and slipping your G's. We watch you close and can't wait to slip. Then we slide the vacancy and flip the game. If you're waiting for gangsters, we'll stop the game and raise more than 10% of his brain. The Trev got a son named Zayn that'll put many rappers to shame, and he's only 3. So what's your excuse to why you can't?
I guess so.
You busy growing trees and not growing the game.
Well, if you want to look at receiver in free agency, here is your best options at the moment. Arnaz Battle, Ryan Krause, Doug Gabriel, Jamar Taylor, Sean McDonald. And on the opposite side of things, the best catching... Oh. How long is this guy out? I'm only going to do this to see how long he's out for. I won't give him a bonus or anything, so you can cut him immediately. But we'll see. If he's... Oh. Rip. Never mind. Jeff Blake is still out there. Huh. I was just going to do it and then cut him again, but... Best catching, I guess. It would have gone to Bryant Johnson. But Arnaz Battle is the second best. Fastest is Sean McDonald. In the meantime, I am going to save the franchise. Before we do make any moves. That way, if we need to back out, we can. And not lose any progress. Okay. Wrong one. Well, if I pushed R1 to see what he wants, and his wants are 2.06 million over 3 years with a 20% bonus and a front load contract. But obviously that can change to like an ascending deal or a descending deal, and you can move it up or down. Yes, you can, RTG. You can afford him. Do you want to go through with this? Is that... You want him for 3 years, or do you want me to shorten his deal? It's up to you. It's your team. So just let me know. Or do you want, or is this fine right like this? Okay, we will sign him. Oh, I guess I'll give him a little more. There we go. And now he is signed. Alright, well, we'll set up the depth chart now again. Right now, so that you don't lose overall, I guess, for your offense. We'll move around the bad player, or the bad overall player, to the bottom of the depth chart. Well, let's see what Sloan Thomas got on kick returns. Wait, 41 punt return or kick return yards. He didn't lose any more yards this time. He gained a few back, but he's still negative 17 yards on 10 punt returns. I think a change might be a little bit necessary here. Plus, you know, McDonald is faster, so. Okay. Sean McDonald is now the kick returner and punt returner for the Houston Texans. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna do Wesley a favor, and in the time being, I'm gonna sign him a middle linebacker, and then if he wants to make a change or anything, I'll change it back for him. But he's got quite the money, so. Again, Wesley, if you see this and you don't want that middle linebacker and you want to make a trade for a middle linebacker, let me know, and I will change it to whatever you want. This is just a placeholder move for now. Because I want to make sure you have guys at that position. But again, things can be changed. Again, we're going to save it, and then I'm going to end the stream, and that's going to do it. So just, again, let me know on Discord if you guys have any other moves you want to make. And with that said, hope everyone has a great day. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I will see you guys on the next stream. Peace out, y'all.